Noah called that the worst meteor there is, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Julie called it the greatest Meteora, the possibility to change human and Meteora history. What should I call it then? That Meteora who looks like Coco, the one who ate her.
Whoa, crazy. It's way more impressive seeing it from the surface.
Yeah, I bet it'd be a spectacle if it stood up.
It's not gonna start rampaging around, right? It looks like Coco, but it's still a Meteora. Then, we should kill it now. I don't want to have to fight something like that, though. Gross.
Professor Julie seems to think that it won't start moving right away, because it sustained heavy damage from Chloe's last attack. It's probably regenerating itself by sleeping that way.
Regenerating? Hey, that's gonna be bad news when it heals up.
That's why we have until then to settle this. Professor Julie is already on her way to collect samples.
She's fearless as always.
Are you okay, Chloe?
What's that sweet smell? Is that flower not a texture?
I can't believe it. So many plants growing on the surface.
Hey, doesn't this look like it?
Yes. It's the flower Coco had in the sunroom. I think they're called...
Dahlias. It was Coco's favorite flower.
Ugh, what a mean specimen! All the samples I collect just disappear into dust! I have such an enticing specimen! And I can't even take a pinch of skin back with me! Oh, I'm gonna die of stress! Oh!
Unexpectedly found a way to kill the professor. I guess she can die.
Oh no. Nothing's gonna kill her. It seems you're having difficulty with sample collection. Is it hard to retrieve even a fragment of the outer shell that covered the humanoid?
Forget it. That disappears the moment you break off a piece. The only thing we could take were these red flowers growing all around its feet.
I'm not a fan of that sweet smell. Ugh.
But it's weird. Dahlias don't typically give off a strong scent. Even the dahlias Coco grew didn't have this strong of an aroma. Right, Chloe?
Yes.
I don't think any plant activity was detected there before the humanoid Meteora appeared. Do you think it's because of the humanoid Meteora?
No idea. What's your theory, Aoba? You think that humanoid Meteora is nourishing the plants? Then how did the flowers manage to blossom overnight? Are you saying that Meteora can speed up time around it?
No, I can't presume to know.
I'm not trying to attack you. I'm complimenting you, Aoba. It's good to have questions. Doubt and suspicion, agitation and fear, dissatisfaction, anxiety, and bad omens. Face the unsettling feelings inside you. There's a lot to do because we can't carry the sample. Maybe.
Aw, come on. I don't even want to be near it.
Just so you know, Yamato, you can't say no. This is a giant we're dealing with. We may even need to get the Machia moving.
I guess if that's my fate. But what I'm wondering is why that thing looks like Coco. You feel the same way, right, Chloe?
What is the reason it's imitating Coco's appearance? I won't forgive it if it's insulting her on top of eating her. It should be killed immediately.
Honestly. Hey, Professor Julie, can't we just call it a Meteora?
No, we can't say that for sure. That's why we need to study it.
Why? How can something that huge be anything other than a Meteora?
Only idiots talk in absolutes. Yes, it could be the Meteora that ate Coco is just imitating that form. But we can't rule out the possibility that Coco's still in there somewhere. There's a possibility that's why it looks so much like her. Or it could be like Schrodinger's cat, where she's both alive and dead. Meow.
What? Why would there be a cat inside the Meteora?
Coco? Alive inside that thing? Don't even joke about that.
You surprise me, Chloe. Science is born from hypotheses that sound like jokes. Just think, as long as it looks like Coco, it's at least using some elements of her. We're just talking about possibilities here. However, you guys should know that normal Meteoras don't eat people. Nobody knows where Coco went after she was eaten. What if Coco has been alive for 2 years inside the Meteora and has fused with it? That would be a great discovery, changing the relationship between humanity and Meteora. We might need to figure out a way to communicate with that Meteora eventually.
How are we supposed to talk with a Meteora?
But if Coco is inside it, then there's a possibility it would understand language.
No way that's possible.
Coco inside that thing?
She could be. Maybe she took that form to tell you something. I mean, you were the closest to her while she was alive. If she wanted to say something so badly that she turned into a Meteora to do it, then that message would most likely be for you. Do you still think we should point a gun at Coco's admirable efforts? Do you really think it should be killed?
That can't be Coco. She's lived inside the Meteora's stomach for 2 years? I don't even want to consider that.
But the reason that Meteora looks like Coco, that is something we should find out.
Aoba, you vote for keeping it alive too? Did you forget that thing is sitting right near our home?
Of course, I'm fully aware of how dangerous the Meteora is. But I know Chloe is confused too, right?
How could I make that judgment call? Whether that's Coco or not.
See? That's why we need to study it. If that thing came to make contact with you, well, if that happens, we're counting on you.
I can't get what Julie said out of my head. Is that a Meteora that looks like Coco? Or Coco with a Meteora's body? Sitting in my room won't bring me any answers. Going to the surface has been prohibited since then. Information control, I'm guessing.
The Council is split on how to handle the humanoid Meteora. Until an official decision is made, I'd like to prohibit any contact with the humanoid Meteora. Also, as with normal Meteora, the humanoid falls under S-rank classified information. Naturally, you're not to share this with anyone outside of the Organa.
Wait. That includes me? I'm allowed to contact it, right?
No, you are being put on standby.
Are you stupid? Whether Coco is inside that thing or not, a Meteora imitating a human form is a valuable specimen. Normally, we would study and investigate that thing inside and out.
We can't deploy our people to study it unless we can determine its safety.
How could you miss this opportunity? Aren't the top brass interested in the Meteora?
Please understand their fears when that thing could become active at any moment.
Ugh! Trying to understand how idiots think is going to make me an idiot.
In any case, you are to be on standby until the Council makes their decision. You're all also prohibited from entering and exiting the surface.
Is it right for me to just be on standby? I can't just stand around. I want to see for myself. If, by some off chance, that is Coco.
No being late. I hate having to wait.
I can't just stand here and do nothing.
Where are you headed so late in the night, Lieutenant?
General Deiter!
You're not planning on going to the surface, are you?
I'm sorry.
I can't say I'm not disappointed. Do you know how serious disobeying an order is? You're prepared to face the consequences? Do you want to see the humanoid Meteora so badly that you would disobey orders to do so?
I just can't help but be curious.
I understand how you feel, but I can't pardon your actions. I'll pretend I didn't see you here. Go home. Did you not hear me?
But you must be curious as well. If that Meteora originates from Coco, it could respond to me, as I spent much of my time with her before her death.
So you believe the humanoid Meteora would respond to you?
It's only speculation.
That Meteora even fascinated a designed human. Interesting. Of course you're on your way to see the Meteora that sits on the surface.
As well?
Yes, Professor Julie is quite upset with the Council's orders to stay away. She's in the middle of arguing with the top brass as we speak. The Professor's proven herself quite fearless standing up to the Council. In any case, this humanoid, a Meteora closest to our appearance. What are Meteoras exactly? I've had a similar conversation with Coco Kokonoe about this before.
With Coco?
I was acquainted with the Kokonoes, so I've known her since she was a child. Given all the knowledge she grew up around, she was erudite beyond her years. She had an interesting perspective on the Meteora. She once referred to their thorn wave as a song. She thought the Meteoras might be singing to us.
Singing?
If she's right, it's quite ironic. The Meteoras sing to us whenever they see us. Perhaps it's a song to try to understand us. However, their song destroyed the surface and laid waste to the fertile ground. Humanity went underground and came to fear and hate them. They continue to sing at us whenever they see us without even knowing. A warped song like crying, with a sense of longing. Now, my position dictates that I must punish you for disobeying your orders. The Council's decision must be followed. You should think of being part of an organization. I will probably be reprimanded for Professor Julie's outburst. They'll probably tell me it's my job to keep that mad scientist under control. It's so annoying. It makes you want to act out in some little way. I know. Let's just say I never saw you today.
Are you sure?
What's there to be sure of if we never ran into each other? Do as you please. Personally speaking, I would like to know more about that beautifully sad creature. Professor Julie isn't the only one fascinated by the Meteoras. So if there are any discoveries, I hope they are reported to me immediately.
According to General Deiter, Julie tried various ways of approaching the humanoid Meteora in the brief window she had. She stimulated it with high-voltage shocks to assess the damage it took and its reactions, and used ultrasound to study the state of its organs. Every approach was fraught with difficulty. None bore fruit. What? Coco didn't open up easily. Picturing Julie's resentful face fills me with a bit of pleasure. What are you? Are you Coco? As much as I hate it, the Meteora's appearance overlaps with my memories of Coco. Her soft hair as fine as silk, her smooth porcelain skin, her long eyelashes, even her thin lips are the same. She trembles slightly as she breathes. Coco. Coco. Why did you come here? Is there something you wanted to tell me? If you're really Coco, is the reason why you're here because you resent me? I couldn't be with you until the end. I wasn't able to understand you. Coco, we weren't able to understand each other. I have so much I want to ask you. Why did you drop me as your guard? Why did you leave me in the room? Why did you go up to the surface back then? You always sang to the sky, so quietly and gently, as if to comfort someone. Even right before being eaten by the Meteora. If you call the Meteora's cries songs, were you singing to the Meteoras and not the sky? As if you were trying to communicate with the Meteoras through song. Coco, why were you able to smile in front of the Meteora that opened its mouth? Could it be because
I'm sorry.
you never intended on dying? Coco, did you really come back? Just to see me? Is it broken?
I was wondering where you've been sneaking off to lately. So you've been going to the surface to see that Meteora, huh?
You did this.
Did you forget about the curfew? The urban management arc is gonna get you. You know, you'll be punished if you get caught.
I won't get caught as long as you don't say anything.
You eventually will. Why would you sneak out to see a monster who looks like your dead friend? Stop being stuck in the past, Chloe. That's a Meteora. It doesn't deserve your sympathy.
I know that. It's not like I'm getting sent to...
Then why are you sneaking out to the surface? Why disobey your orders to go see that Meteora? You see Coco in that monster. You're using that Meteora to look into the past. Open your eyes, Chloe. Was your friend really a monster like that? You should be looking at the present. Now, take me with you.
No. You'll distract me. Besides, you can't project yourself with all that signal noise.
It's hard. Not impossible. Just take me. That giant could wake up at any minute. It'll step on you like a bug. So, I'll protect you.
How can you protect me when you don't have a real body?
I can fight if I mobilize a fleet of Argos drones. Besides, I can't let you go alone. And since I don't have an actual body, I can't get stomped on. See? I'm invincible. I don't need to back down against a stupid giant.
Don't get in my way. That's my condition.
When have I ever gotten in your way?
You're doing it right now.
I'm an arc meant to be there for people. I'm always by your side. I'll keep you out of trouble.
The Meteora with Coco's appearance hasn't changed since it fell to the surface. What are you waiting for?
Looking at it again, there's nothing more disgusting. A wolf in sheep's clothing.
We're not much different. I'm a designed human, modeled after true humans. You're a humanoid arc with a human form.
No, Chloe. We're not like that thing. We think with people. We live among them. We're nothing like the Meteoras that threaten mankind.
An enemy that threatens mankind.
That's an enemy, even if it looks like Coco. No, because it looks like Coco. That makes it more dangerous than other Meteoras. That's why I'm worried. I know that it looking like Coco is hurting you the most. So just call me if anything happens. On the surface or underground. If you're in danger, you can rely on me, Chloe.
Okay.
Come on, with feeling. Promise me, okay?
Okay, I promise. I'm sure Noah is right to fear that humanoid. It's a Meteora, not Coco. But there's no mistake that it came from her. It would be simple if it didn't look like that. I can't help but think. If Coco's thoughts are driving its actions, if Coco is waiting for me,
Huh. So many Argos drones.
Do you think we're gonna be okay? I've never seen anything like that before.
No, Prometheus can't be trusted anymore. We need to wait for Patroclus's info.
Hey, there's an update. Wow, is this real? They don't know when it could start moving again, right? Are we even safe here?
how? I thought the information was being restricted. Dismantle?
I finally found a way! A way to take a sample of the disappearing Meteora cells!
I thought we weren't supposed to go near it. How are you getting research done?
She probably ignored the orders. Not even the council can stop her.
I happened to convince them. The council agreed to dismantle it. That it was something that should be dismantled right away.
Dismantle? I thought we were gonna try and communicate with it.
At first, but after I ignored the council and studied it, I found a way to extract the black object, the Meteora's core. It's the energy source that powers its massive frame. I'm guessing the core is similar to the Machia's power source, the metallic object. If we can extract and use it or figure out how it works, it would be a huge discovery for the city and propel a new generation of Machia tech. Do not be startled, my mediocre friends. In a first step to extract the black object, this genius scientist has finally succeeded in extracting Meteora cells. Applause.
What? You did what?
which means you were able to stop the separated cells from disintegrating.
No, we couldn't stop it from disintegrating. But we learned how to control the time it took to disintegrate. The disintegration goes from the outside to the inside. In other words, the larger the extracted sample, the longer it takes to disintegrate. Simply put, it takes longer for the whole arm to disintegrate than a finger. And I'm able to extend that time to its very limit.
What? How?
That's a trade secret. It's not like you'd understand it if I explained it to you. Maybe if you study another 100 years.
I'd have to become a cyborg too then.
It'll be faster to show you than tell you anyway. Look, this is a sample I extracted from the humanoid. Ta-da!
Wow, you really were able to extract it.
This size will hold for about 12 hours, but only if it's in this room.
It kind of looks like ice. Does it melt if you take it out from there?
I see. Take a large-sized sample, and you can delay its disintegration. That is why you need it transported to the middle level.
We'll probably need to use the Machias to dismantle it. So, get to work!
In other words, you want us to kill it, right? Well, killing Meteoras is what we're about. Right, Chloe? Huh? What's wrong, Chloe?
What is it? What's with the sour face? You want to say something? You have a problem? Don't tell me you think we shouldn't dismantle it.
You said we couldn't kill it because Coco might be inside, remember?
What's that? I was just talking about the possibility. If we cut it open, we might find the actual sized Coco inside.
We don't know that.
You're being awfully rebellious.
Chloe, I understand how you feel. I know you don't want to kill it because it looks like Coco, but that's not Coco.
I know, but Coco sang to that Meteora. She tried to talk to it.
You've got to have a few screws loose if you think you can talk to something like that. She decided to get near it, and it got her killed.
Yamato, you're being insensitive.
But it's true. That's why Chloe hates the Meteoras too. Am I wrong?
I hate them, of course. But I've been thinking this whole time. Why did Coco go out to the surface? Why alone when she was blind with poor legs? Maybe Coco didn't wish to die.
Huh? Of course not. Why would she want to?
I want to believe that too. That it wasn't her wish to be killed or eaten by the Meteora. I keep asking myself that, and I hate the Meteora for taking her life away. But why then? Why does the Meteora that looks like Coco when she died seem so at peace? If that Meteora has inherited Coco's thoughts, if there's a reason it came back, then it's probably to see me.
No, the reason that humanoid isn't moving is simply to regenerate. It's not doing anything for your sake. I mean, you went against your orders and went to the surface to see it, and it didn't even try to move.
How did you know that?
Chloe, you ignored orders and went out to the surface?
Are you okay? You don't actually think that's Coco, right?
She might. Or maybe she went crazy from these sweet-scented flowers.
That's not.
Even if that humanoid originated from Coco, that's the Meteora that absorbed her, an enemy that threatens humanity. And the information we can harvest from an enemy on the surface is bountiful indeed. What we learn can change the way we fight Meteoras forever. It could even change human existence. I mean, that's a Meteora that absorbed human. We've got that treasure right in front of us. How could I not tear it apart and study it?
I have no argument against Julie, but I still Excuse me.
Wait, Chloe! Come on, wait!
What are you doing here?
Stopping you, that's what. You're planning on going to the surface again, right? What's gotten into you? You're acting weird. That Meteora is bad news, you know?
It's none of your concern.
It is my concern. You look really pale. I just can't sit here and do nothing. Professor Julie is right. I think you've gone crazy because of that Meteora. That's the only reason why you'd ever say Coco's death was a suicide. Tell me something. Does that thing look like Coco to you, Chloe?
I don't know, but when I look at it, it reminds me of something I talked to Coco about. Coco was going to die, even if she wasn't eaten by the Meteora.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do you know why Coco lost her sight? Why she couldn't walk anymore?
That was the disease she had, right? But she was getting treatment, and eventually...
There was no cure. Her symptoms got worse. Towards the end, her memory was getting hazy.
Seriously?
Coco told me she was going to die soon. That's why she asked me to kill her.
How could you do that? You and Coco were friends.
No, I couldn't. That's why I refused. Coco went to the surface soon after that. I couldn't give Coco the death she wanted, so instead of me, Coco
went to get herself eaten?
But that wasn't to die. Maybe she decided to abandon her broken body and live on inside the Meteora. I couldn't save her, so maybe that's why Coco sought salvation in the Meteora instead.
You really are crazy. There's no way that thing is Coco. It might look human, but it's not.
Then I'm not either. I look human, but I am not.
Don't say that. That's sad.
No, it's not sad. I'm a designed human. That is an unavoidable fact. Even still, Coco accepted me as a designed human.
So, you can cry. You can feel lonely and vulnerable. I don't care what people say. It doesn't change the fact that you're my precious Chloe.
You can't understand. Not when you see us designed humans as sad beings. She may look different, but that is Coco. If Coco's memories and thoughts are inside that thing, then that's the Coco I wasn't able to save 2 years ago. Coco protected me. She gave me a place I belonged. That's why I have to protect Coco's will. Until the end this time. I have to be by her side.
Wait, Chloe!
I can't let them take it apart. But how do I stop them? How can I convince Julie? The humanoid is only staying there to regenerate itself. How much longer until it's finished regenerating? Julie will probably start dismantling it as soon as she's ready. There's no time.
Let me be clear! That is the enemy threatening our existence! It is directly above our city! Not only did Prometheus hide this fact, it's trying to bring that monster here! Meteoras eat people! They will eat your family! I personally know someone who was eaten. Don't be fooled! Its beauty is a deception! That is a Meteora! A monster in human form!
Drive it out! This is our city!
What is Prometheus doing? Hurry up and dismantle it already!
They're planning on moving the Meteora to the middle level. That's right above the city.
They have the Machias, right? Why aren't they killing it when they have the means to?
I heard they're lying about dismantling it. They're planning to carry it down here alive. That's why they're not killing it. They're trying to trick us.
The city is unifying in the face of a giant threat. What can I do by making enemies out of all of them? General Deiter, what are you doing here?
I showed myself in since it was an emergency. There are too many in the lab to speak in secret, and the lines may be tapped. And Noah, that Ark, won't be able to come near the sunroom.
Huh?
This is an unofficial visit. Make yourself at ease.
Is this about the dismantling?
Indeed. However, that's not the only issue.
Huh?
What a fragrant flower. I do not hate plants. This brings back memories. I used to play the piano when I was a cadet, sitting in a meadow created with textures. Do you know what butterflies are? They're insects with beautifully patterned wings.
I've seen pictures in Coco's books.
I've seen them in videos. They are quite beautiful when they fly. Their wings fluttered elegantly. Yet to see those wings wounded and then fall to the ground was nothing short of tragic. Ants would emerge from underground and surround the fallen butterfly. Then they'd rip apart its wings, legs, and antenna. Terrible, barbaric. Yet the ants could not have had the capacity to recognize its beauty. Professor Julie laughed when I told her that. She said that they want to eat it precisely because they sense its beauty. How like her to think that, given her fascination with the artificial. The professor and I have butted against each other much over the years, but I trust her. I thought we shared a passion for the Meteoras, but she's made a foolish decision. How could she want to dismantle such an awe-inspiring specimen and carry it underground? It is the height of folly and arrogance. I am absolutely disgusted. Just like the ants and the butterfly, don't you think?
That Meteora will be killed if it stays where it is. But I don't know what I can do to get it to escape. There's nothing I can do.
No, there's something you can do. The dismantling will be done using the Machias. I'll be giving deployment orders to you. In other words, Lieutenant, you'll be able to protect the Meteora from nearby.
Are you asking me to interfere with the dismantling? I can't. Noah is in the cockpit with me. She'll suspect something if I do anything strange.
I won't let her on. You'll pilot the Machia alone. It will naturally take a physical toll on you, but once shouldn't kill you.
I can handle it for a short while. But would Noah really allow that?
Actually, the other Machia, Ares, is going to be more of a problem. They'll need the Ares Machia's sword for the dismantling, so I can't stop its deployment. Which means that you're the only one who can stop it.
You want me to attack the Ares?
It can be an innocent accident. We just need to delay matters at hand.
What?
It's a desperate measure. I thought about tampering with the Ares system, but I didn't have the time. The Resistance has been responding to the public outcry in an alarming way.
Chloe, you're in your room right now? I need you to stay calm. Something's happened.
What is it, Aoba?
Apparently someone infiltrated a quantum computer used for Noah and destroyed it.
Destroyed it?
The quantum drive wasn't damaged, so Noah is okay. But it'll take some time before she can be moved.
Why would they attack Noah?
The culprits were shot dead. We still don't know why they went after Noah. All we know is that they were with Patroclus.
Patroclus made it to the middle level?
They oppose the humanoid Meteora's dismantling. They're against Prometheus's decision to carry the Meteora underground. They might be planning something big to get in our way. Anyway, Professor Julie and the Council have decided to move up the dismantling. The professor suggested we start tomorrow.
Tomorrow? That's way too soon.
You'll probably get your official deployment orders from General Deiter. Be ready, Chloe.
Yes. Thank you. You knew this happened to Noah, didn't you, General Deiter?
I said it was an emergency. You'll be deployed tomorrow morning to dismantle the Meteora. We don't have time to think. We have to stop tomorrow's dismantling from happening. We have to save the humanoid Meteora.
Save the humanoid Meteora.
By our own hands. You can handle this, can't you, Lieutenant?
Is there a way to let that Meteora go? If I end up having to fight it after it wakes up...
Yes, there's a way to let that Meteora go even if it comes to battle. The Machia's energy conversion barrier has another function. While it normally functions by converting their waves into energy that reflects back to them, if you don't use the counter assistance while converting, and take the wave with your arm stretched out, you can scan for information.
Scan for information? What kind of information?
You'll see for yourself when you try it.
The professor never mentioned anything like that to me before.
Because Professor Julie doesn't want to use this function very much. She probably already thinks there's no need for us to hear the Meteora's songs.
After deploying with the Machia, I'll fake an accident to sabotage the dismantling. I might have to hurt Yamato if it comes down to that. Am I okay with that? Is there any other way? What should I do? Coco.
No, we're not using the Altomachia. I'm not sending Chloe out.
Huh?
What? You want me to do everything by myself?
Why? Sending out 2 units would be much safer. We don't know when the Meteora might wake up.
Oh, shut up! Isn't the reason obvious? Noah isn't here.
I can pilot the Machia without Noah.
I bet you can. But, Chloe, whose side are you on? You had a nervous breakdown. You can't see things straight. Why would I trust this mission with someone who had their heart stolen by a Meteora? I could even see you betraying us.
How could you say that, Professor?
Yes, Chloe would never betray us.
I wouldn't be so sure. Right, Chloe? If there's no Noah, that means you can do whatever you want with the Machia, right? You could even try to stop us from taking it apart because you love the thing so much. I bet you're so glad Noah's gone.
Stop that! Chloe is obviously upset that Noah's been hurt as well. It's cruel to suggest that Chloe wished for Patroclus to attack Noah.
I'm saying that attack was suspicious. Why does the Resistance need to go after Noah? In the middle level with so many devices and so much classified information, why did they target Noah's quantum computer straight away? And we can't ask them, not when they were killed off so immediately. So, if you think about who would benefit the most from Noah's absence...
Stop it! That's enough, Professor. If you keep blaming Chloe, you can find another pilot.
Fine, then go get ready. We're doing the dismantling with just the Ares. I'm not letting Deiter get a say either. This has already been decided. Chloe stays here. Got it?
That's not going to work. I won't be able to save that Meteora then.
Ugh, it seems like that humanoid is just that important to you.
Professor Julie.
I get Yamato because he's stupid. But I can't believe Aoba trusted you so implicitly. That what you call friendship? Gross. Were you planning on launching the Altomachia? I don't even need to ask. Just so you know, you'll regret getting in my way. What am I going to do with this one? Maybe I'll tell Deiter. Oh, but I guess there'd be no point in doing that since he's the one who asked you to do it. I mean, There's no way you could have planned all of this on your own. I bet Deiter's behind everything. That sly little fake intellectual's got a long way to go if he wants to tango with me!
You already knew everything?
Did you think you could hide anything from me? What's with the disrespect? Have I been too nice lately? You're obviously prepared for your punishment, right? Chloe, you're my guinea pig. A designed human I created. It's time you finally realize that you're my toy. Know your place. You're just my plaything. Serves you right, Chloe. This is your fault for pissing me off. Maybe I'll rip you apart and rebuild you.
I should be impressed. I can't believe she sensed my involvement as well.
General, you didn't have to kill.
We couldn't carry out this operation after she found us out. It was unnecessary evil. Now, go deploy the Automachia. We don't have time to stand around. The dismantling is already being carried out. The Ares Machia should be on its way to the humanoid Meteora.
Stupid Deiter. It seems like you've been driven crazy by that humanoid too. It's no use. You can't launch the Alto. I've already locked it with my passcode. The Meteora will soon be in my hands. This marks a leap in human history. I won't allow you fools to get in my way.
I respect your tenacity. Professor Julie, you were unmistakably a valuable member of humanity. We need to decode her passcode immediately.
There's no time. I can't imagine we'll be able to decipher a passcode she created so easily.
We have to do whatever we can.
Run! Go back where you came from! This isn't where you belong! Run! Please, run! Why aren't you moving? Do you not notice the danger approaching? My voice isn't getting through. It stopped?
I'm asking you to explain it to me. Why isn't it moving? What's going on, Aoba?
Why are you doing this? Why are you betraying Prometheus, General Deiter?
Even if I have to betray Prometheus or even humanity, I cannot sit idly by and watch us lose such an awe-inspiring creature. I suppose it was my fate to be so enchanted. I hoped you would understand.
You're a...
Cut this out! The Meteora's coming! Release the locks, please! I can't move! Why? Why can't I move it?
simply wonderful. It ate Amakia's energy source to regenerate itself. Lieutenant, can you see this? That is the new breed of Meteoras. We created it. Can you believe it? We saved that almighty incarnation of beauty.
This is so ugly.
You're mad!
I can't listen to this. Oh, so sweet. I smell dahlia flowers.
Chloe! Stop spacing out!
Noah, you're okay?
I'm not exactly okay, but I managed to temporarily rebuild myself from fragments.
It was unfortunate you were targeted by Patroclus.
You're wrong about that. Deiter's the one who destroyed my quantum computer. That pervert.
General Deiter?
That's right. It was close. I managed to escape inside the quantum drive in the nick of time. He's crazy. He tried to exterminate me. Just because I leaked information on the humanoid Meteora to Patroclus.
You're the one who leaked it? Why?
Isn't it obvious? Because that humanoid Meteora is super dangerous. You see it now, don't you? That's a threat that should be killed immediately. I did that since Julie naively wanted to dismantle it. I had to get the public on my side.
Another one of your overreactions. That Meteora isn't that dangerous.
It is that dangerous. If that thing is Coco, then its goal is to take you away, Chloe.
Noah.
I mean, what else could it be? It took Coco's form and appeared before you. There's no other reason I can think of but to take you away. That Meteora is trying to take you away from me. Now, let's go home, Chloe. I don't want to be here a second longer.
Go home where? Back to the collapsed Prometheus? Or the sunroom without Coco?
Anywhere! Just not here! Not with that Meteora!
After losing Coco, I lived to kill Meteoras. I think I wanted to be forgiven by doing that, by hating the Meteoras.
Chloe, I'm going to die soon.
That day Coco died,
my memory's been hazy lately. It takes all my energy just to keep living this way. I lose a bit of myself every day. I can't stand that. I want to stay Coco for you, Chloe. I want to stay the Coco you cared about until the end.
I'm scared, Coco quietly said. She smiled with her usual smile and said in a voice that was even weaker than usual.
So please, kill me. Shoot me through the heart with your gun.
No. No! The words I said ring inside my head. I can't do it! How could I? Coco was more important to me than anyone in the world. She stood there in pain, Why are you asking me to do this? Why are you making me do this? If this is how it has to end, then, and I hurt her, I wish I'd never met you. Every time I pulled the trigger on a Meteora, I thought about Coco and begged for forgiveness. I'm sorry I didn't realize the pain you were in. I'm sorry I wasn't with you until the end. I failed you as a friend. I've regretted it this whole time. I still regret it. That's why if Coco comes back, I won't refuse her anymore.
Why? Why? You promised me! You promised you would call me if you sensed danger! You promised to call me!
The Meteora isn't dangerous. Coco told me that, Noah. Huh. It's so warm. And what a sweet smell. So she's alive after all. I know the sound of her heartbeat. I wanted to see you again. I wanted to see you again so badly. Do you forgive me for refusing you the last time I saw you? Will you accept me like you once did? I promise. I will never refuse you again. Yes. Okay. Let's go. This time, I will be with you until the end. Together, wherever we go, let's keep dreaming.
To the sky, what we have faced could be mean so much to life. Hey, I feel good now where I smile like you show. I won't letting go, take my hand. When we were young, tiny dreams we talked over the night. We raised our voices, laughing without any fears. I remember all these unforgettable days. Let's see the new horizon. Walk on together, live out all the rest to get the heart in all. We'll find the reasons. Just you and I. Walk on together, make it all the best to get the just the two of us to be left out when I stop. Someday we know that is our happy end.
One more time, take the thread of fate that spins through time.
Chloe. Chloe, answer me. Chloe. Chloe?
Sorry, I was asleep. Asleep and dreaming.
Chloe, answer me. Chloe. Chloe?
Sorry, I was asleep. asleep and dreaming.